Hi, we're taking a look at the Kindle Touch 3G. It also has Wi-Fi as well. And this is the version with ads. If you get the ad version, note that if you decide you don't like the ads later, you can always upgrade by paying Amazon $40, and then they will issue a software update to make it completely ad-free. So that's something that I didn't know and was a pleasant surprise. But actually the ads are surprisingly inobtrusive, and this is my home screen here, and there's a small little banner ad down here at the bottom which hardly gets in the way. And then also when you go to your lock screen, sometimes it'll play ads right here. Or not play ads, but show ads right here on your screen. So if you do want to get rid of those, you can start with this one and then maybe decide if you want to pay extra, an extra $40 to get rid of ads. But I have heard that Amazon sometimes does have good deals on the ads that people sometimes want to take advantage of, like discounts on Amazon and things like that. So that's just something to be aware of. Let's talk a little bit about the form factor. As you can see, this has no keyboard. That was really something that I was looking forward to, because having had the Amazon Kindle keyboard prior to this, I always thought that the keyboard was a little bit in the way. When I'm reading a book or something, I don't always need to have the keyboard there staring me in the face. You don't type that much on the Kindle, so you don't really need a keyboard all the time. So it's sort of refreshing to not have a keyboard on the Kindle Touch, but yet, when you do need a keyboard, it's there. So if I tap the top button to search, you can see a software keyboard pops up on the screen, and I have found it's quite easy to type on, no problem at all using this to type. And so I really do like that a lot. Now, in terms of the size of this, you'll notice that the Kindle with keyboard is about an inch taller or so. So the Kindle Touch is certainly smaller. Now if I go like this and line up the screens, you can probably see that the screens are exactly the same size. So there's no screen size difference at all. It's just the device size has changed between the Kindle Touch and the Kindle with keyboard. So you can kind of see that size difference there. Also, the Kindle Touch feels a lot more sturdy to me, feels nicer in the hand. There's no creaking as I press it or anything like that. I believe this part is metal here, but it's a nice kind of feel. It's got a nice feel to it. And then the back also has a rubberized feel to it as well. It just feels like a real sturdy device that's nice and hardy and rugged. Whereas the Kindle with keyboard is also quite sturdy compared to prior versions of the Kindle, but this one just feels a little bit more plasticky in general. Let's talk a little bit about navigation. When you're in a book, how do you change pages on the Kindle Touch or go back? Well, it's quite easy actually. To change a page and go forward, you can tap anywhere on the right side or anywhere sort of in here, in the bottom quadrant, just like this. As you can see, it just turned pages. To go back, you would tap on the left side, and it would go back. If you want to bring up the menu, just tap somewhere on the top, and it brings up the menu just like that. So it couldn't be easier. It's super simple to use and actually quite easy to navigate. Now if I go back to the home page, you might be saying, well, what if you have multiple pages of items on your home page? You can't really tap here, because if I do so, it's going to select an item and go into it, as you just saw that it did. Well, when you're on your home page, the way you navigate is almost just like an iPhone or iPad. You swipe. And as you can see, I just swiped and it went to my next page. And if I swipe back, it goes back to that page. So that's something to be aware of, but it's quite intuitive, quite easy to use. And again, the on-screen keyboard is really no problem to type on at all. In terms of reading a book on this, or the way that this feels, when you're reading, I at first felt like maybe there was not going to be quite enough to hold on to here when I'm holding it like this, but as it turns out, it's quite comfortable and it's very light and easy to read and hold, so I don't have any complaints there. I mean, this is the Touch Kindle, so it has no buttons on it at all. So you don't have your page navigation here. So that is something that takes a little bit of getting used to. But when you're reading, it's quite easy to just go like that and turn the page. The other thing is this version has a option where it does not have to refresh the screen every time you turn a page. It'll just do it every 5 times, so it turns the page much, much faster. And I think the next time it'll refresh. So see, there you go. Did you see how it blanked out? Prior versions of the Kindle would do that every time, but this one has a setting to where you can have it only blank out every 5 times, and that makes it nicer and just more streamlined when you're turning pages, which is really nice. There is a menu button right here, and you have the full assemblage of settings and options that will be familiar to you if you are familiar with the Kindle, such as turning on your Wi-Fi, shopping in the Kindle store, viewing your archive, creating collections, and many, many more. You have an assemblage of settings here in terms of registering it, your Wi-Fi networks, the device options, reading options, and dictionaries. So it has all the same features as the Kindle keyboard, it just doesn't have the keyboard. So I think this is a worthy upgrade. I do like it a lot. There is some slight difference in the screen brightness though. It's not real major. There is slight difference though. The Kindle keyboard is a little bit brighter and whiter than the Kindle Touch. However, the Kindle Touch is still very comfortable to read on. And part of it might be my lighting that I have here because the light is closer to this one. I can tell you I've read them both pretty extensively, and the Kindle Touch is not blurry or anything like that. It's pretty much the same in terms of reading, very easy to see and very easy to read on. Although I do have to say the background on the Kindle keyboard is indeed a little bit brighter, so that's something to be aware of, but it's just very minute. Because of the fact that this has a touch screen on it, I was a little worried that that might affect the optical quality of it, but it turns out it really doesn't. It still looks very sharp to me. Looking at the bottom of the device, here you have a button, which is the sleep awake button as well as the power button. So if you press that, it'll go into screensaver mode, as you can see right there, and I've got an ad, but also it has new screensavers that it'll cycle through as well. In the middle, you have a headphone jack for your earbuds or headphones when you want to listen to, text-to-speech. And then here you have a USB port. Now, something to note is this does not come with a power adapter. They're no longer including that, which I think is really disappointing because prior versions of the Kindle did include a power adapter. The Kindle Touch and the new Kindle do not include a power adapter. It only includes a USB cable, so they intend for you to power it via your computer. I think that's really bad because some people who don't have computers may want to use the Kindle and just buy books directly on the Kindle without the use of a computer, and they have no way of charging their Kindle without a power adapter, so that's kind of bad, especially since prior versions of the Kindle did come with a power adapter. So I think that's really an omission on Amazon's part, something that I'm not too happy with. I also bought the Amazon Kindle slipcase cover, and as you can see, this is it right here. This is the one in charcoal, but they have several different colors, black, maybe I think a lime green, and some other colors. I'll be doing another video on this alone because I think it's kind of a nice slipcase, and it looks very attractive as well. I like to read my Kindle completely naked without something totally attached to it. They do sell covers that attach to it, and where you can flip it open and read it like a book. One of those leather like moleskin books or whatever, it's kind of like that. But I find that those add some bulk and weight to the Kindle, and when I'm reading I like it to be as light as possible and just as comfortable as possible. So I just have the slipcase and then take it out of the slipcase when I want to read, and then when I want to store it or take it somewhere, I just put it right back into the slipcase. So that works quite well for me. So this has been my overview of the Amazon Kindle Touch 3G with ads. As you can see, there is an ad right here. Again, the ads do not appear when you're reading any material or anything, so they're not obtrusive or anything like that when you're reading. It's only when you go to your home screen, again this is the home button here, that you see a banner, or when you go ahead and put it into the sleep mode, you might see an ad there as well. And also, again, you can turn off the ads if you decide you don't like them by paying an upgrade charge to Amazon. And you don't have to get a new device or anything. They'll just automatically do that for you. So that's kind of nice. So this has been my look of the Amazon Kindle Touch 3G. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. And thanks for watching this video.